This is the Body and Mind Health and Wellness Directory. I am Nirvana Lange, and today I'll be talking to Karen Lange. Karen is a qualified educator, motivational speaker, Reiki Grandmaster, and master teacher since 1999. She is a gifted psychic and chairperson of the Reiki Association of South Africa. Wow. Good morning, Karen. How are you doing?
Very well, and yourself. Thank you for having me on your program. And how are you doing this wonderful morning?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And just excited to hear and learn a little bit more about you and your journey. Seems like you have got an incredible resume. So, in a couple of minutes, tell me, how did this all start for you? And how did you get onto this work?
Okay, it's a really weird story because I had no intention of doing this. I'm actually a maths and science teacher by training. And one night, I had this dream. It was the most incredible dream, even though it was nearly 3 decades ago. I can still remember everything very clearly. I remember driving down Jan Smuts Avenue in my car and having to stop because there was a man on a white horse. And I got out of my car and I spoke to him, and he started asking me, when am I going to start learning doing healing? And this was my destiny. And I had no knowledge of the esoteric world whatsoever before this, totally clueless. And I said to him, I've got to teach in a school. And I showed him a school and I said, when I'm finished, I'll start. And I started teaching. I taught in the school, and then I studied healing. I found the training I did needed a bit more fleshing out. I started seeing clients, started having the most amazing experiences. Nearly fell over the first time I saw a dead person. And then what happened is a good few years later, after regularly seeing clients, I had the most incredible dream. Another one I can remember very clearly, sitting in a hall, waiting to speak to this old guru on the stage. And I remember even thinking, this is the most boring dream I've ever been in. And when I finally saw this guy, he handed me a lamp and he said, you've been holding the light for yourself and clients. It's now time to share the light. It's now time to teach. I remember as I walked out the hall, I was woken up by the phone ringing, and it was one of my friends who said, listen, you're a teacher. We were speaking in the yoga class last night, and there's 4 of us that want to learn Reiki, and you're going to teach us. So I had a bit of I said, great, I'm going away for the long weekend. It'll have to wait until I get back. And I set a start date. When I awoke fully, I had a panic attack because I didn't have course content, lesson preparation, syllabus outline. And all of that I did in the long weekend in the Drakensberg. And I started teaching my first class, found me my second class, and so on and so on. And it's something that happened to me. If you would have told me about this 10 years ago, I would have, 10 years before any of this happened, while I was studying to be a teacher at FITS, I would have told you we were joking.
That's quite amazing because, when the pupil is ready, the teacher will come, they say. Now, Karen, you are one of our speakers for the Body and Mind Wellness Day and Talk Festival that we've postponed for this year, or maybe later this year. All depends on what's going to happen with the current situation. And looking forward to your talk where you will be talking about Reiki, Eastern versus Western style. But now, we are unfortunately in this physical lockdown, physical isolation, which has so many challenges for so many people. Reiki is a wonderful way and tool that can be done distance, and even just to teach somebody how to hold certain parts of their body to help them bring the anxiety down, or just the fear, or luckily we are able to go out for a walk now, which is much better for the psyche. But what would you, as a person, you know, it affects you, it affects me. I'm a body worker. I certainly can't see clients. I'm not earning, and it's very, very hard, and people are starving out there. So what are some of the things and practical tools that you would offer for people that are going to watch this?
Okay. With regards to lockdown, the best advice I could give people is to actually see yourself. We are a multidimensional being. You know, you've got a physical self, a mental self, an emotional self, and a spiritual self. Physically, there's nothing much we can do. I mean, technically, I only see a couple of people a week, and I can do that distantly. But in terms of teaching, I can't teach. So physically, to earn a living, there's nothing much I can do. But I just made a decision that to worry about it at this point is just going to, it's not going to take the sting out of tomorrow when the bills come due, but it is going to sap all the joy out of today. So what I'm doing physically is I'm preparing myself for when this ends. And I do believe it's not going to go on forever, because we're already seeing lifting in certain places around the world. Sweden's lifted. So it's going to lift. And where I want to be physically, mentally, and emotionally when I come out of it. So the only thing I really can do in terms of physically is exercise, eat healthier, detox, do self-healing so that my body is stronger to cope better for when it comes out. Also advertising, writing new courses, improving my brand so that I'm better for when this comes out. Mentally and emotionally, it's actually processing, dealing with hurts, resentments, things that I've been carrying that you're often too busy to deal with. People hurt you, and it happens during a work environment, and there's nothing you can do to process it. You know, looking at what role I played, how I allowed people to treat me. So I'm doing a lot of mental, emotional clearing. And then the other aspect is we are spiritual beings. So I'm doing daily self-healing, twice a day, minimum 20 minutes each. And I'm finding this incredible because Reiki really does help with the detox process. And eating right and helping the lymph system by actually moving your body is phenomenal with the Reiki detox to actually, you know, get yourself to the point where physically when this is over, you're not tired, bloated, and overweight. You're actually ready to take it on, almost like a seed. We've been planted.
Yeah.
And we've got to water ourselves and feed ourselves. And when we burst through the ground, hopefully we'll grow stronger.
I love your analogy that you're using. You know, one of the things that I am passionate about is the people that are starving, the people who are hungry and they don't know where they're going to get food from, and how they're going to pay these bills that are piling up. As you say, you know, the debit orders are not going to go through. And one of the things that I've been doing is taking the bottoms off, literally packet of carrots that I bought at Checkers, cut off the tops about 2 centimeters, and putting it in water. The bottoms of onions. I've got potatoes. I've got a whole lot of herbs growing. I've just this morning I've picked a massive brinjal from my garden, and I'm going to make myself a nice ratatouille from, you know. So I love your analogy of the seed and watering, because I think that if we start looking at what can we do for ourselves, yes, we can't get everything from the garden 100%, but what can I do for myself? What can I grow? How can I become creative during this time and start taking responsibility for my food and taking responsibility for what I can do? You know, you can't do everything, but what is the little bit that you can do? And that is what I'm doing. I'm growing stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Because, you know, there's two options. We can't change what's happening. And I keep saying everything in life makes you better or better. The choice is yours. And in essence, life's dealt us a cactus, but we don't have to sit on it.
Mhm.
So we can actually work out what are we going to do when this is over to be even better. And there's going to be a lot of people in the job market. So we need to upskill and just be in a place of peace and understanding that this has happened. I don't think this is the first time since university we have actually had such a long time to rest, recoup, have a break. And it's the most wonderful opportunity, not an opportunity I would have chosen for myself.
Absolutely.
But I've often discovered that sometimes what we plan, better things actually happen. And it's pointless looking at a closed door when there's a lot of other doors opening around us.
Totally. And there is such a way of using this time to teach yourself maybe a better skill, another skill, so that when the job markets do come up, that you can say, hey, in the meantime, I didn't just sit and binge watch a series or, stuff my face with whatever junk I could find. But what I did is I taught myself how to do and take it from there.
Or otherwise, even in terms of where I sabotage myself in the workplace.
Exactly.
I'm not great in the computer. They keep complaining about spelling mistakes or whatever. Fix those little things now while you can.
Yeah.
Those things are often easy. And there's an incredible sense of accomplishment on a day that you self-motivate and get stuff done. You'll be amazed at how much you can get done.
Karen, our time has unfortunately come to an end. If I could ask you to give us your contact details, social media, and how people can get in contact with you so that, if somebody wants to have a chat with you or want to have a Reiki session, then they can contact you. Please, can you share that with us?
Okay. So my phone number is 082 8575 999. My email is karen@reikiassociation.co.za. My website is, my personal website is reikicourses.co.za. To read more about the Reiki Association, www.reikiassociation.co.za. And then on Facebook, it's Reiki, Soul Healing Academy and Reiki Courses Gauteng. We put inspiration in both groups. And also Instagram, Karen_Reiki. And just any of my alumni out there, because some people, I've been training for 21 years, training Reiki, and I've lost contact. I've got WhatsApp groups where we post daily inspiration and exercises to do to help release anxiety, etc. And even for other people, I've got an inspiration WhatsApp group. So you can just WhatsApp me and ask to join the groups, and we can help you with.
Fantastic. Thank you very, very much, Karen. Thank you for your time this morning and sharing this beautiful energy with us. You can also go to bodyandmind.co.za and you can download the Body and Mind Health Directory app in your Play Store, and you can interact with us that way. We will share all the links for you below. Please do look at our YouTube channel for all our wonderful conversations with our speakers and our members, and you can find that on a Tracy French YouTube channel. Thank you again, and I wish you a beautiful, blessed day, look forward to seeing you as a speaker in our Body and Mind Wellness Day and Talk Festival when we can resume that.
Thank you so much, Nirvana, and lovely chatting to you.
Lovely chatting to you too. Thanks, Karen. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.